back and looking forward to another stint in jail. Christ is king, Alex.
Yeah. Do you know the law in Romania?
Some
people are together more than, I don't know, 5 person?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just standing outside peacefully. We're not trying to cause any trouble. We're not going to touch the building. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
We just think that, especially in Romania, the most Christian country, I'm sure Jesus is watching all of us now. He's watching you also. It's easy to say, I just do my job, but also some things are more important than just doing a job. God is the most important thing in the world. He's the true judge. And to sit here and let France mock the country, mock your religion, make fun of every single thing you feel holy. This is the Last Supper. This is everything holy about Christianity. And we say absolutely nothing about it and say, oh, you cannot even complain. What are we doing wrong by saying that this is disgusting? This is not art.
What's very important to remember is that the European Union gave 100 million euros for France to do this Olympics. So they took your tax money,
they took your money to do
tax
this.
money, and they're making fun of Jesus Christ.
Okay,
It's our money, you know. As Romanian taxpayers, they're using our money to do
There's
this.
no need. The worst thing is this is nothing to do with sports, friend. This is nothing to do with sports. They did this on purpose because they are Satanists.
Yeah.
Because they hate God, they hate Jesus, they want to corrupt your children. LGBT, they cannot have their own children, the gay people. They need your kids. When your kid goes to school and learns these things, you're going to be very angry that not enough people stood up and said that this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable to teach children these things. It's unacceptable to put it on the Olympics. We're not here to hurt anybody. But if nobody stands up, I'm a Muslim, I'm not even Christian. As a Muslim, I show more respect for Jesus Christ than most Christians. Every Christian in Romania should be outside here right now saying that this is unacceptable. This is the land of God. There's churches everywhere. This is the most Christian country in Europe. And here we are, allowing them to mock the Last Supper. Only yesterday, mocking it on TV, making fun of you,
With our
laughing,
money.
with our money, and nothing happens. And we're the bad guys for saying someone must show that this is wrong. We're not the bad guys. We're the only people who will be looked at in history who cared.
You're a victim.
Because soon, eventually, when God is gone from society, when Christianity has disappeared from society, and we live in a world now where you have unlimited migrants coming who don't care, don't respect the country anymore, they're going to turn up, LGBT will be trying to take your children, everyone will say, where did God go? Well, when God was here, the people who fight for God, you put him in trouble with the police.
Sorry, 1 second. I need your ID, please, and also your
I don't have ID.
I have my ID.
Do you call have ID? My ID. I don't have passport.
I have an ID.
Well, my name is Andrew Tate.
Hello, sir.
I understand.
Hey, bro. Hey.
Your birth date and
Sorry,
first
take your
name and
money.
last name.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
No problem.
Here's my ID. Tristan Tate's my
Thanks.
name. No problem.
But I think, truthfully, guys, as Christians yourselves, you should understand what we're doing.
The French shouldn't have done this with European Union money.
There's no reason
It's
for
very
this.
wrong.
They wouldn't, you know what's crazy?
Your ID, please.
I don't have any ID with me.
You.
France is a Christian country, right? But
Should
they
be.
didn't do this to Islam.
Your ID, please.
They would not mock Islam like this. They
Or
only mock
Judaism.
Christianity. True or false? I think it's absolutely disgusting. This is the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. Romania is supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. I don't know why Christians completely lost their backbone now. And you're going to allow your most sacred periods of history to be mocked openly. And nobody's going to do anything besides say, oh, the law says we need to put you in jail for telling the truth about God. Is this who the Christians of Romania have become?
They not like us. All I know is this: as a Christian, a bad Christian, an atheist, and going back to becoming a Christian, I never really try to offend other people to justify what I want to believe in. Do you think I really go there disagreeing with LGBTQ and be like, hi fat? What are you doing, man? No, I don't do that. And that is why your PR firm is going on fire. Oh my god, what did we do? What did we do? We need to tell them a different story, because the fact they want to come back as a middle ground, the middle ground hurts us.
Congrats. Congrats.
So I am crazy for believing in a book. But if I say it's crazy that you're born that way, I'm like, I guess yours is way more sacred than mine. Fat, migrant, gay, Mexican, black, almost anything else but Christianity, free season. Let's go.
To be fair, there is also the possibility that it was not a take on the Last Supper, but was instead a take on a Dutch painting called The Feast of the Gods, which would make sense because The Feast of the Gods is a painting about all the Greek gods coming to Mount Olympus to have a celebration, and obviously the Olympics stems from the Greeks, so that adds up.
I ain't for show. but I think
it is still very fishy. For example, one of the performers, the woman in the center who everyone has been talking about, she initially posted this on her story. There's their performance, and then there's the Last Supper, and she said, oh yes, the new gay testament.
What difference at this point does it make?
But then that post was deleted. And then a couple of hours later, she posted this instead. Posted that same photo and said, we'll forever be proud and support this moment of art reference, the Feast of the Gods. So she's basically saying, no. It was not about the Last Supper. It was about the Feast of the Gods, this very, very different painting.
you lose. Good day, sir.
Yes, in that situation you lost. I can use the F word in the derogatory way and be like, hey, I meant the F word like 15 years ago because 15 years ago it meant happiness. I'm not allowed to have that luxury.
Nothing to do with the event. They just say, everyone will be watching. Let's prove how disrespectful we are to Christianity, and let's prove how gay we are. There was no need for it at all.
I agree. What should I have done, or what should Christians have done?
Are you mad?
Yeah?
Are any Christians?
It's heartbreaking.
Are any Christians at all, a single one, going to even bother to go outside and protest? Are any Christians going to stop watching the Olympics? Are any Christian athletes going to step down? Are any of you going to do anything after the most blatant mocking, probably in history, of Jesus Christ? Or are you all going to sit there and do absolutely nothing and talk about how somehow, in the end, it'll be fine?
But Governor Tate Reeves said that he's proud to see the private sector in Mississippi step up and put their foot down, as Ceasefire, one of the largest sponsors of the Olympics, said, "We were shocked by the mockery of the Last Supper during the opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympics. Ceasefire would be pulling our advertising from the Olympics."
And I can isolate the incident just like half my face is already isolated, and I can just focus on voicing how we disagree with certain things, but I'm not going even further.
They wouldn't dare do this to any other religion. They wouldn't dare do it to Judaism, and they wouldn't dare do it to Islam. They would not dare. They mock Christians because you're endlessly weak, endlessly forgiving. You know what happens if somebody's endlessly forgiving? At first they're a good person, and in the end they're taken advantage of. And I understand, you're making me read the Bible, me and you talk about these all the time, the Bible's all about forgiveness, and turn the other cheek, and Jesus forgives, and in the end, he's coming back. I get all of that. I understand it. But as a man with beliefs, don't you have any semblance of rage inside of you? And not just you, all the Christians. Everyone's just going about their day. All the Christians in France are just doop-de-doo.
Lord, how often will my brother sin against me and I forgive him? As many as 7 times? Jesus said to him, I do not say to you 7 times, but 77 times.
They not like us.
So I say, walk by the Spirit and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fit of rage, selfish ambition, dissension, factions, envies, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I do before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Just being considerate.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Oh my God, it's so hard to talk like that with my son playing the battery in the background. But you get my point.
The Bible's all about forgiveness, and turn the other cheek, and Jesus forgives, and in the end, he's coming back.
But then he says,
as a man, don't you have any semblance of rage inside of you?
I just don't think you understand how Christians want to project themselves the right way. Because if they do it the wrong way, you're still going to call them out. Well, you're kind of reacting like us, not the way your Bible is telling us how you're supposed to be reacting. So why don't you join us? Well,
their lives have been too easy for too long. They believe that it's all going to work out fine in the end. That's not how the world works. You know? And some things are bigger than yourself. My mission is bigger than myself. When I started speaking about the issues I did, I knew I would get police trouble. And here I am again. Some things are bigger than yourself. I have all the money in the world. I don't give a shit about money and cars and houses. I have these things. What's important is knowing you did the right thing before God. This is what allows you to sleep well at night. I'll sleep just fine in jail if they put me in jail.
You don't want to join us? If you get fines, I will pay them myself.
Go to jail for Jesus.
Yeah. If you get fined, I will pay the fine.
Well, I don't want to cause trouble. I don't want to make trouble.
They have to stay there. Okay. Sorry, the police said you have to stay there. I apologize.
Tired of these facts.
so to me, be careful who is calling you out for believing in yourself, and then when you copy them, they might be saying things that you would never say by yourself.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durloqueta, verdetta, welcome.